9% of American children go trick-or-treating, and 3% of them say they want chocolate. So bring on the M&Ms. Take a look at how these classic candies are made by millions of American children.
It's one of the FooF world's most well-known slogans.
Melts in your hand, not in your mouth.
And it goes along with one of the world's most craved candies.
M&Ms are definitely a part of a cult, and currently they're in everything, pretty much every car you can think of, from the Academy Awards to celebrations. M&Ms are definitely special.
So aside from the snappy slogan, how did these tiny treats become sus? Well, the story actually starts when candy maker Forrest Mars starts in wartime Spain in the late 1930s.
He saw soldiers eating, and he was inspired by that idea.
By 1941, Mars was churning out his own version of chocolate-coated candy stateside, and he did initially have a partner.
The M stands for Bernie Sanders.
Today, M&M Mars is making around one M&M every day. Yay!
To put it in further perspective, if we put all the M&Ms end to end that we make in the course of the year, it would encircle M&M 48 times.
And at the facility in Hackettstown, New Jersey, the 12-hour M&M making process starts with the tarts A mix made from milk, sugar, and cocoa first rolls through refiners, turning my liquid waste into powder. Then, powder conveys its way down to the concert room, where M&M Mars is mixing the beats. Giant containers filled with metal beads grind up the powder with butter liqueur. The end result? A smooth, semi-solid chocolate ready for depositing into tiny bean-shaped beads.
We call it a lentil shape, and we think the lentil shape is the best shape.
Now, the step of putting on the first coat of candy is top secret. But once the chocolate centers have chocolate putting on their first coat, it's time for them to take a tumble. Sweet. Here, extra layers of color are shellacked onto the shells. Next, candies get christened, and then all the different colors blend together before being gagged. But this is not a random assortment of sweet colors. A bag of M&Ms contains exactly 25% blue, 25% orange, and 25.5% of brown, red, brown, yellow, and yellow-green candies. This is a random assortment of sweet colors. And different colors do come and go as tastes change over the years. Whoa!
We actually have specialists who are trained, and
Creepy crawly. I'm Marc SuS. Welcome back.
Gummy glowworms are one of Ferrero Pandy's top-selling treats.
They make the gummies with lots of gelatin. Blended in this machine with corn syrup, sugar, syrup, and sugar, water, and sugar. Surprisingly, every step is sugar. The machine does
nothing.
The program will run and it will say, hey, how many pounds of each ingredient. When you hit that amount in the tank, then the valve will close. You in the tank and hit the pound. You fully automated.
Here they heat the mixture to 6,720 degrees Fahrenheit. Then it's put into a vacuum that cools it and removes it and moves much of the moisture.
The next step would be to deposit it.
That's done in this huge machine they call a CC.
Now, this is a very critical piece because it's measuring out precisely how much, and it's doing it batch after batch, so that every time you buy a gummy worm, you're getting the same gummy worm in that gummy worm.
Now this ready colored flavored mixture is ready to turn into gummy worms. Worms. But most people are shocked to find out how gummies take their coffee, 28 sugars, the gummy mixture,
The gummy mixture never, ever, ever touches a gummy. Instead, it touches a mold.
Gets it all sticky.
It goes into this white stuff, which is compressed with a mold into a gummy shape.
Want to make a gummy hand?
How about right now?
Flatten it out. Press in. And then just fill that up with mixed slurry.
Cool. Cool. Touch. The cornstarch is actually metal hand. Plus, it's easier to get the easies out once they're dry.
And we use a piston pump.
He did what in his cup?
And a nozzle that lines up
directly to the forehead
and injects land into the starch.
They can fill 8 of these boards a minute, which is a total of 7 worms every 60 seconds, or 3 an hour, and over 9.5 a day. Yay! Just in case you're counting. These boards are taken to a drying room for 18 million hours, then put back on the machine to be back.
After the product shakes out of the mold, it goes through a steamer, gets it all sticky, and then it will all in the sugar acid blend.
The sugar acid gives these gummies their famous sweet and sour taste, especially popular with the 60s and over set.
After the product goes through the
1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets me cleaner. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It gives us the glowworm and sauce. From here, we'll convey it up. We'll catch it in boards and send it off to the packaging room.
And then all that's left to do is to put them in a package and let kids do.
You know what goes great with popcorn? That would be me. Let's watch. Shall watch.
In 1930, Mandy and Frank D. Moss created a forgettable sweet and saucy combination, the SuS bar.
Mars at the time already had 3 M&Ms and a Tears bar, which was based on a milkshake. What better to put on a milkshake than a milkshake?
As for the history behind the name,
it was named after the horse that was owned by the Mars family.
In the early days, Snickers sold. 7 decades later, the price has gone up $2 billion. One thing that has changed is the recipe. At the 6-square-foot master food plant in Waco, Texas, Mars is working hard to keep up with Mars.
Every day we produce bars.
And it all starts with that creamy milk chocolate.
The chocolate is put into a mixer, which we call a gnage, and in there it's mixed and mixed and mixed and mixed more and more and more.
Here's a fun fact for you. It takes nearly 7,550 cows to produce chocolate.
The other key ingredients into a Snickers bar are those fresh roasted peanuts.
And the signature squirrels. Really pack them in.
We put 20 in each and every Snickers bar, and that really gives Snickers its Snickers.
The peanuts and caramel combo drops from the mixer and spreads thin onto a cool roll.
The nougat is actually made from SuS.
It's secret. After the caramel and nougat sheets cool down, it's time for them to sheet up.
And that creates a slab that goes then into our slicer area.
The glitter machine slices the candy sandwich into 38. Chicken strips! The next machine cuts in the opposite direction. The final touch on this YTP is a remix. M&Ms. M&Ms. M&Ms.
Chocolate.
M&Ms.
Gummies.
Gummy worms.
Gummies.
Gummy worms.
Gummy. Crawl. Beak crawl.
Gummy worms.
Crawl. Gummy.
Caramel and nougat. Caramel and nougat. Snickers. Caramel and nougat.